Hello, and glad to have you here today. Today, we're going to talk about how to have prospects reaching out to you without being repelled. And I have three awesome tips for you. So, let me put down my little note thing here, and then I have my notes down in front of me so you see me looking down. When we're talking about having prospects actually reaching out to you, what does that feel like to you? Any comments, any questions, any opinions you can drop in the chat box. It's open. And I would love to hear what you think and what you feel and how you've been doing. So if you would like to drop any of that information in there in the chat box, that'd be great. We can have some interaction. And but yeah, the thought of actually having people reaching out to me when I first started, because it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening when I was doing old school, and it wasn't happening, when I first started into the company that I'm in now, which is an mentorship and an educational company for me, because I had no background in business, I had no background in marketing, and I didn't listen to people when they said, "Oh, that's not something that you can do. That's, you probably want to do something else," or, "Can't you find another nursing job?" Yada yada yada. And I'm unable to do that. So I wanted to do something different and do something that was going to be able to take care of me and my family. And the outlook for what I'm doing as being a business builder, and being in the trenches, building my business online sounded like a great idea to me. It's something totally different, something I knew I'd have to have a lot of learning and, you know, figuring things out as I went along, though. And what do you think about that? Having people reaching out to you, having people repelled by you, which would you like better? While you think about that, let me introduce myself. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. I do this in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, video marketing, branding, and other methods, as well as I have several ways that I go about that, and that is using attraction marketing. Did I just say? I hate it when I do the replay thing. My brain doesn't quite catch up with what my mouth is saying. Anyway, but using those things that I like to use to help people to get their prospects, leads, and sales are some of my, you can call them pillars, you can call them steps. They're some of the things that I use to help people, because that is what was used to help me to grow and learn. And I'm continuing to grow and learn. I'm continuing on with you, building my business and in the trenches, and I'm just learning and growing and taking action. And taking action is really, really important. But let me not go off on another tangent. I do have a lozenge in my mouth. Really dry today. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to start pouring water down my throat, because then it'll just be coming right out and it won't do me any good. So anyway, let's get to my list here. So, first of all, when you are, thinking about how you want people reaching out to you and not repelling them, what is it that you want to think about? What is it that you want to do? Number one, I have, if you don't catch people's attention and grab it within 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds, they're gone. If you are talking about what's in it for them, then they probably will stay to listen, especially if it's dealing with something that they're struggling through or dealing with, or not wanting to deal with, and they're tired, and they're frustrated, they're just. So if they're hearing someone saying something, just kind of like me, when I went looking, because I couldn't do traditional anymore, I just couldn't do it, and I started looking in on the internet, and a friend of mine, both of us were looking, and found something, and it was like it spoke directly to me, and so it was reaching me and what I have been going through, and it wasn't like saying we promise you this and we'll do that, and it was just something in the way that they said what they said that grabbed me. And part of that was, are you tired of bugging your family and friends? Are you tired of chasing, strangers, and something else maybe? But that was enough to grab me because I was tired of doing those things and didn't want to do them anymore. So when you think about what's in it for them, you want to, have in mind who it is that you want to serve, who it is that you want to help, and then what's in it for them. How can you help them? How can you speak to them in a language, in a lingo that they understand? Because on the platform that I'm on, which is Facebook primarily, we're not allowed to use the name of what we actually do, because there's been some negative connotations that go along with it. And that's because of a lot of people that are probably just somewhat misguided, and they think people like to be chased and what have you, and we really don't. And I don't, and I know a lot of people that don't. I'm not saying I know everybody, but it's just one of those things. And so really important to know who it is you want to serve, what their problems are. And I'm getting into my next one there. So the next step is, when you already kind of know who it is that you want to serve, who it is that you want to help, and you get to the part where you're talking about their issues, their problems, their struggles, their pains. When you start to talk about those things, and it makes you relatable, especially if you've been the one walking through that same thing. And people that find you likable and relatable, then they want to hear what it is that you have to say. But if you're not talking to the right people, then they'll keep going. They'll just pass you by because what you're saying is not interesting to them. It's not helpful to them. So, knowing the issues and the problems, as well as what solutions can you provide? What helps can you provide for this person who is just so tired and so weary? What can you do to really help them? What solutions can you point them to? And I'm not saying, because we want to, as business builders, we're leaders. We are, growing into leaders. It's important that we stand up with posture as leaders. So if we want to be able to do that, then we don't want to have uh, um, we don't want to mold somebody to the point where we are making them us. We want them to be who they are. We want them to be able to be, like you, be who you are, not to be ashamed, not to be afraid, not to feel like you're an imposter, but to be the person that you are. And the person that you are will resonate with those people out there that are like you and that have gone through some of the things that you've gone through, and they just haven't found their answer yet. And you just might be that person holding the answer, holding the door to say, come on in. We've been through it. We know what it's like. And this is what we found works. These are the solutions that we found that helped us to get out of that hole that I felt like I was living in sometimes. So, issues, problems, pains, whatever, and be able to provide a solution. That's number two. Number, let's see. Number three, it's so important to be you, which I think I alluded to earlier. It's important to be who you are because you are unique. You are not a person that, there's like several of you. No, there's just one you, and you have value. You have, information that can help someone. You have ideas and, creativity. And even if you don't give yourself credit for it, if you don't think you have it, you do. And as you speak, so becomes your reality. So I've been changing the way that I say certain things. I don't call myself stupid anymore, or I don't say, oh, well, that was a dumb thing to do, because I don't want that to be my life. I don't want that to be my reality. What I want to be my reality is that I'm smart, that I learn, that I can share information, share my journey, share, what I've gone through, share what I'm doing to make things better. You know, it's important to be able to do those things, and you can do that. I know there are some people that are afraid to talk to other people, but we have to get out of that. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to know that we are here for a purpose. We are here, and we know what that is. We want to help people with whatever it is for you. Health and wellness is a really big business. Weight loss is really big, and that's a part of health and wellness. Learning to eat certain types of foods and knowing that that's going to be better for you in the long run. The things that give you leaky gut, people are going to talk about those types of things, and that can help somebody, but you can't do that if that's not what you're interested in. You have to do what you're interested in and wanting to help those people that you want to help. So I hope that this was informational. I hope that it was enough to give you, the main points of how to have people reaching out to you, as opposed to having people running from you or being repelled by you. And I've been there, and it's not pretty. It's very frustrating when you repel people and you don't know why. But when I found out why and I learned a different way, then that just made it that much better for me. And I want to do that same thing for others. And that is what I do. And that is why I like being able to do my lives. I like being able to come on and give free, free information, information that's going to truly help. Content, basically, is what I think the primarily we use that word content instead of information, but I kind of throw them back and forth. But we want to give content that's really going to help somebody, that's really going to lift those people that you want to help and build them up and let them know that they are not, to be stuck under the bottom of somebody's shoe. Let them know that they are, great, that they may not feel like it, but start thinking it, start believing it, because as you think, so it becomes. So I'm going to keep talking, and that's not going to work. So let me go on and stop now. But I hope that this information, like I said, I hope that this content was valuable for you, helpful for you, gives you something to think about, because I like to give you something to think about so that you can then decide, is this something that I want to hear? Is this someone I want to listen to? Is she really providing value for me? Is it really helping me to learn these things now? Is that going to help me building my business? Make those decisions. And if I am not the person that you need to be listening to, then find the person who's talking about the things that you need to help with, that you need to hear, that they are aware of your problems, pains, solutions, your problems, pains, struggles, and they have solutions that they can point you to help you, because that's really, really important. And when I was talking about that we can't use the name of what we really are, I was talking about, being a business builder, belly to belly, home meetings, home parties, coffee shop meetings, um, chasing people that I don't know and bugging my family and friends. Those are all the things that, anybody with a pulse, those types of things, because I found that's not true for me. It's not something that I want to do. But it's fine for other people that want to do that. So basically that is it. So let me do some housekeeping things really, really quick, and I'm only going to do two. So please remember to keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. And please remember, for us who pray, to continue to lift us and our world in prayer as we continue to walk through these uh, times that we're walking through, the stuff we're walking through. And then also, please add the people in that have gone through struggles, pains, loss, and so much more, because of Hurricane Ida. So if you would continue to lift them in prayer, that would be awesome. So basically, that is it. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again tomorrow with a different topic. Oh, I wanted to tell you too. Okay, two things. I have a training that I want to put on the video, the information that you can check out this information. This is one of the things that I started with when I first found my mind opening, to new possibilities and a different way of building. And that really, really helped me, and I haven't looked back since. So that will be on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section. The other thing is today, I'm going to be on Clubhouse with a few of my entrepreneur friends, and we are going to be talking again about self-limiting beliefs, self-esteem issues, other things like that. And because that mindset to me is a really, really big thing. So I want to make sure to let you guys know that you can come on Clubhouse. It is now not by invitation. It's not exclusive anymore, so anyone can come. You just need to go and get the app in your phone and then go on and sign on. And today I am in Central Standard Time, so we'll be going at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that is it. And so wherever you are in the world, did I say that already? Yes, I did. I think I did. And then I thought about these two things I want to do. So the training, I will have information on the video for you so that you can check it out. And then also about Clubhouse today, Tuesday, the 21st, and it's going to be at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you don't know what that is for wherever you are, please just Google it. And I usually put Central Standard Time is to or versus whatever, wherever I might be, because of course I'm not traveling now, but when I was traveling, to keep track of the time and where I was and what my responsibilities were, what I had as my daily method of operation. I still wanted to get that done. So basically, going to go on and get out of here and talk soon. Bye.